It's a beautiful day in the Cubbies room. A beautiful day for a Cubby fan. Could you be one? Would you be one? It's a Cubbyful day in this beauty room. A beautiful day for a Cubbies fan. Could you be one? Would you be one? I've always wanted to have a Cubby friend like you. I've always wanted you to visit the Cubbies room. So, let's make the most of this Cubbyful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be one? Could you be one? Won't you be, a Cubs fan? Hi, it's Mr. Bill, not Mr. Rogers. So we're done with the Mr. Rogers thing. But anyway, welcome to the Cubs room. Sorry for the delay. I had some technicalities yesterday. Was unable to upload the video that I did shoot. So anyway, this is take number 4, 5, 6, whatever it might be. But welcome to the Cubs room. So the first thing we're going to do is start out with the history of the Cubs room, just a little bit of background. Had a small Cubs room back in Hanover Park, Illinois, back in the late 80s, mid to late 80s, and just a small bedroom that was dedicated to my Cubs stuff. Had several shelves with all my stuff, hundreds and hundreds of items that I had at that time. Then everything got kind of packed in boxes, and I moved here in '89, and everything kind of sat in boxes up until just about 2016. After they won the World Series, I decided it was time to put the Cubs room back into place, but I wanted to do something just a little bit different. So rather than just putting stuff up on a bunch of shelves, here's exactly what I decided to do. I decided that I would cover the shelves and the walls and the ceilings, and these are doors, with Chicago Cubs, duplicate Chicago Cubs baseball cards. And all of the trimming, of course, the trimming is all Cubby stuff. You have the switch plates and the electrical plate, outlet plates. Switch plate right there. Sorry, I had to zoom in. But anyway, so the floors, the ceilings, the walls, as you can see, are all covered. I'll try to slow down a little bit. So somebody said they got dizzy from the one I did the other day. But the ceiling, there's the door. Of course, as you come in the door, you have the Chicago Cubs door handle. But also the floor is covered. The shelves are covered. Some of them you can't see because there's so many things on them. But even underneath the shelves are covered with Chicago Cubs baseball cards. Approximately, or just a little over 15,000 Chicago Cubs baseball cards at this point. I have not been able to actually count them, obviously, but anyway, so there you go. So that's the Cubs room. So now let's talk about some of the goodies in the Cubs room. The collection is on the shelves. Some of it has historical significance. Some of it is just stuff that I got along the way, either picked up somewhere, had sent to me, purchased online, however. But let's talk about some of those. A little bit about the videos here. Going to do the videos in 15 to 20 minute segments. I'm going to take the videos that I'm doing now, clip them together. Like I said, make them about 15 to 20 minutes. There's so many things in here, there's just no way I can do them all in one shot. So do one a week for a couple weeks till we get through just about everything we can think of, if we get through it. So we'd love to have you come see the Cubs room sometime. Anybody can come visit anytime, and look forward to seeing you, hopefully. Let's start right here. I'd like to talk about the figurines and the some of the other, I don't want to call them dolls, but the figurines of all kinds of players. Most of them are probably, I would say, mid to late 80s, early 90s. Some there, some there. Some of them I purchased, just at the store, picked them up along the way, found them at a flea market, etc. And one set I bought online. The guy had a whole bunch of them. I do have a few of them that are in boxes still. We have Rick Sutcliffe, the Red Baron. Awesome Dawson, Leon the Bull Durham, and Jody Davis, the man with the awesome bat. But anyway, so some of you know those guys. Some of the other, these are not dolls, but stuffed bears here. Sammy Sosa, just a Chicago Bears. There's another. Who is that? Let's see, that one is also Sosa. Was this Sosa? 21, yeah. Also, on this side, there's a Kerry Wood. Sorry, this is not a professional production, guys. Just to show you some stuff in the Cubs room here. This is the virtual tour of the Cubs room. I have a couple others down here. This one is also a Sosa. And it's just here with some other Sosa stuff. Not really a Sosa corner, but there are a few things in the not so-called Sosa corner. But anyway, a few things there. But that figurine there would fall into the category of what we're looking at. And then also another giveaway Beanie Baby bear that was given away with this card, commemorative card, and has the authentication and all that good stuff from 1999. So something that I of course purchased online. But anyway, so those are some of them, but there's a couple more. Hold on here to the bobbleheads. And sorry about that, but some of these are back where you can't see them. I need to change the lighting a little bit. But Darwin Barney, who was with the Cubs for a few years and several other teams, I believe he is a coach in, I can't remember exactly what. Not in the Cubs organization, but there's a Sammy Sosa back there. That's a bobblehead. No, it's not. Oh, his hat fell off, so it's not a bobblehead. Sorry. A bobblehead back here. That is Edwin Jackson. Those were giveaways that I just purchased online. That's a little Sosa who doesn't like to stand up. That's why he was leaning. But also down here we have a Joe Tinker. Everybody remembers Tinker to Evers to Chance. That was a giveaway, I think, for the 100-year anniversary Wrigley Field. There are a lot of items that I have that are related to that. The World Series champion bobbleheads here. I have Coach Madden. We got Rizzo, Jake Arrieta's back there, and of course Chris Bryant. And then this bobblehead here was at right there. You can see. No, right there you can see South Mountain Popcorn. Anyway, she had one in her case. We go there and get our popcorn every year that we go up there. And she had one of these in her display case. She's actually a Cincinnati Reds fan. But the Tennessee Smokies are right there in Sevierville. And they sponsored them. So they did these bobbleheads. And this is Javi Baez, as you can see. But she had one in the display case. She said she thought she had one in the back. I said, I'd buy it from you if you'll sell it to me. She said, okay, that's cool. I looked it up while we were standing there. I just Googled it to see what it was selling for on eBay. She came out with it, and I said, she said, what's it worth? I said, it's probably about $35. And so she slid it across the counter, and she said, it's yours. Consider it yours. It's a gift. So that was really cool. Very nice of her. So yeah, go to sorry about that, Smoky Mountain Popcorn when you're in Gatlinburg up there. And anyway, so that's that bobblehead. One more bobblehead, and then we'll go on to some other stuff here. And this one you may recognize. I don't know. Does that look like anybody you know? You may have seen this one online, but yes, I have my own bobblehead. So what Cubbies fan would be without their own bobblehead? The bat is supposed to be in that hand, but it fell out. I also broke my thumb off, I think. But anyway, Cubs fan since 1962. I have other documentation proving that. There was a nickname that I used to have back in the day when I played softball. But anyway, so those are the figurines. I mean, there's some other things like a pillow doll back there, and there were a couple other things, but no specifically. Oh, wait a minute. I guess this would count. If this would count in toys or dolls, but my Mr. Potato Head. Cubby's Mr. Potato Head. So, alright, let's go to something else now. Just picked up at the Southern Christmas Show a couple years ago. The Cubs rules. It's, of course, we all know the rules, but anyway, there they are. This here was done, I believe it was Marriott Great America. It might be Six Flags now, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that is up in Wisconsin. This would have been back in the early 80s. But anyway, so there I am. I was one of the great all-time Chicago Cubs baseball players. Just kidding. But anyway, so now here's the more proof that I've been a Cubs fan since the day I was born in 1962. Official diehard Cub fan club, official member. By these presents be it known that William Ward has been a diehard Cub fan since 1962 and henceforth is a certified member in good standing. Signed by, at the time, the general manager, Dallas Green, and of course, Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks. So moving over here, this is my doctorate, my Cub Youth University doctorate. Of course, I graduated from it many years ago, and I am obviously well versed and well practiced in my field of choice. Ha! How you like that? But anyway, obviously this was purchased. But anyway, there it is, William Ward, Mr. Bill, aka Mr. Bill Willie Ace, Doctorate of Chicago Cubs Baseball. This is Gary Matthews, the Sarge. He was I believe at a carpet store maybe, back in the 80s, was able to get his autograph, and I do have a picture of him and I somewhere. I'll have to pull that out later on. These videos are going to be intermittent. So, but anyway, this was at a flea market. I think this was in Sevierville also, but the guy had a bunch of Cub stuff. This was sitting up in the corner. I offered some certain amount to him, and he said sure, and he took it. So that was that. But is a picture of Alexander Rossi, who threw at the first pitch in a game in 2017. He's an IndyCar driver, but autographed there. This is a picture of first pitch from Ronald Reagan, I believe from 1988. No autograph, just the picture. This one I need to talk about in a little bit more detail, but you can see that it is signed by astronaut Steve Bowen. He wrote a little note to it there. Let me expand on that just a little bit. Him a letter asking him to sign this card from when he threw out the first pitch at that Chicago Cubs game. But he sent it back with the autograph on the card, as well as the autographed photo, which was really cool. So a neat little note on the photo. So anyway, so that's Steve Bowen, United States astronaut. This is here, Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks, Let's Play 2. Just a shot of him back when he was playing. Don't know the year, and that looks like it is at their minor league field, not at Wrigley, obviously. Then we have here Jerome Walton. Some of you, trying to think if he played for the Braves at some point later on, but anyway, some of you may know that name, but he an autograph photo there. And we have here the picture of the 1908 and the 2016 Chicago Cubs champions. Take a little closer look there. There they are. '77 Chicago Cubs. Probably not a whole lot people would remember about them unless you're a Chicago's fan. Jose Cardinal, which I have his autograph somewhere. Show that later. Manny Trio. I actually met him in Charlotte at a Charlotte Knights game. He was scouting. Some other guys that are on here. Ruschel's on here somewhere. Jerry Morales, Ray Burris. Just some names that a Cubs fan would know. And maybe some others. Randy Hundley. So, Bruce Sutter. But anyway, 1977 Cubs. We have Harry Carey. This I actually sent off for. So, got this back in the 80s as well. Here, autographed photo. This is not a professionally produced video, so, but anyway, this is Vineline's All Ivy team. Obviously from a painting, but you can see some of the faces in there. Ernie Banks, Tinker's Everchance. I think who else is it? Bruce Sutter. Looks like Bruce Sutter's in there. Sure, Fergie. Yeah, Fergie Jenkins is in there. Anyway. So just a painting of a conglomeration of Chicago Cubs stars over the years. Ryan Sandberg down in the right corner there. This is just a photo of the 2009 Chicago Cubs. Just Smarja, trying to think. Cusco Dome, a couple other guys, Derek Lee, some other names that were pretty big there. It was a mascot, Chicago Cubby Bear, at Wiegeman Park, Wrigley Field. Changed names back then. But anyway, don't remember what year it was. Don't know the year here, but I think it's saying that this is George Pierce on the right. Not sure who that is on the left, but anyway. And this is the 1929. Oops, let me back up a little. 1929, the NL National League champions, Chicago Cubs. So you had a different insignia, of course, at the time. We'll go through all those later on. Wilson, Rogers, Hornsby, and Kiki Kyler here in this 8x10. Not autographed, but still a nice picture of the three of them. This is Ryan Flaherty and Josh Vitters, which both, I think, played for the Peoria Chiefs Cubs minor league affiliate in 1 year together, or 1 season together, maybe not the whole year, but I may be wrong, 98, 99, something like that. So, but anyway, and then over here we have 1913 Chicago Cubs team photo. Of course, this one, 2016 World Series champions. And we have a Fly the W placard, and 108 years in the making, 2016 World Series champions. See a lot of the other pictures and stuff that I have from parades and such. You go to this website, www.number1cubsfan.com. A lot of information there about the Cubs room, etc. Articles that have been done. But take a chance to look at. if you get a chance, take a look at it. In supporting the Cubs room. And anyway, this is my Venmo wallet. Absolutely no obligation, but just in case you want to throw something this way. I know a lot of people are struggling now with COVID-19, being out of work. I've been out of work since March 20th. Supposed to be some things coming through, so that'll be great. But in the meantime, of course, like I said, if you want to support the Cubs room, or even if you wanted to donate something to be shared in the Cubs room, any items you might not need anymore, or just looking to get rid of, then that would be great too. Just the top shelf, and a little bit about the cards on the wall, and the walls, the floors, the ceiling, the shelves, etc. But I think that's probably going to be about 15 minutes, 15, 18, 20 minutes. I don't know, after I get them all spliced together. But anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this first segment. And if you will, follow some of the links that are posted along with this video. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. We'll do this again in about between 5 and 7 days. So sometime next week, between Monday and Wednesday. So go Cubs, go.